we have question number 2. Number 2 tadi ada dalam nota. Cikgu cakap this is apa? Kinetic theory of molecule untuk evaporation. Ya. Pour into a bowl made up of insulating material. The container is placed in draft-free room. At several hours, the volume and the temperature of the water are found decreases. Yeah, question might be berbeza lah, but the answer is still same. Okay, name and describe. So name of course, prosesnya evaporation. Okay, so the first one, heat absorb. Heat absorb nak buat apa? Heat absorb to apa? To increase kinetic energy. Alamak, tak cantik cikgu punya soalan dulu. Kan awak tak boleh baca kan. Okay, so kinetic energy. Okay, to increase or to have greater kinetic energy. And then dia buat apa? Bila dia ada increase kinetic energy. You can write to increase kinetic energy so that the greater kinetic energy. Okay, molecule will have greater kinetic energy. Tak kisah. Yang penting mesti ada perkataan higher kinetic energy or greater kinetic energy. Kinetic energy increases terms yang sama. So, what will happen? Molecule will break the bond and escape. Escape ni kena nilai. And then number 3. What is the answer for number 3? Apa jadi? Okay. Kinetic energy. Okay. Low kinetic. Low ya. Mesti low ya. Low kinetic energy. Okay. Low kinetic energy. At remain molecule lah. So ayat yang setara dengannya lah. Okay, so so remain molecule will has low kinetic energy. So jadi perkataan low kinetic energy in this is penting. Why? Because low kinetic energy tu referring to the temperature decreases. Yeah. Okay, low kinetic energy tu referring to the temperature decreases. Okay, and then number 2. Second experiment using the same apparatus, same amount of cold water. Okay, this is apa? This is apa? This is about factor that affect the evaporation. Electric fans blow air over the top of the bowl. Predict and explain how the result. So predict and explain. So apa jadi? Apa jadi? Amount of cold water. Second experiment. Okay. So water left will be decrease or ni macam mana? Sama ke decrease? So water left. Okay, first rate of evaporation increase lah ya. Kenapa? Because of dia ada factor fan tu, windy. Yeah, rate of evaporation increase and so molecule has more kinetic energy to escape. And to escape, and volume will be volume and temperature dia macam mana? Okay, so volume and temperature will reduce more. Ya, kenapa dia reduce more? Why dia reduce more? Because dia ada electric fan, which is factor to increase the rate of evaporation. Okay, C. Now dia ada kaitan pula dengan metal ball. Dia ada kaitan pula dengan conduction. So bila dia sebut metal ball, of course you kena ingat that heat will be transferred by electron and vibration of particles. So dia kata compared with the experiment in A, decrease in temperature is less. Decrease in temperature is less in the same time. Means that temperature dia tidak berkurang. Temperature dia tidak berkurang. Decrease in temperature maksudnya temperature dia is less, is greater lah compared yang A. Okay, so you just says that, explain dulu why. You explain that metal ball is good conductor of heat. Okay, bila dia good conductor of heat, dia buat apa? So dia akan electron free and vibration of particles. Buat apa? Electron free and vibration of particles will transfer heat to the water. So that temperature dia, decrease in temperature is less kalau you letak dia dalam bowl, metal bowl. Because proses transferring of heat tu akan berlaku dengan lebih cepat compared to if you use plastic bowl, insulator, compared to ini. Okay, so this is the second question. Oh, I see, sorry. So number 3. Ni pun sama in terms of molecule. Basically soalan dia sama sahaja. Explanation, cikgu rasa you boleh score dalam thermal physics much easier. Okay, so momentum of molecules exceed the gas exit pressure. Okay, so the first one macam tadi, molecule of gas collide with the wall. And then point number 2, what will happen? Change of momentum occur. Ni boleh belajar sama dengan tajuk change of momentum lah. Sama je dengan topik yang Cikgu Nurul bagi last week, sorry. So sama sahaja. And then force equal to rate of change of momentum. And then pressure equal to force divided by area. So 4 marks here. Okay, so we go to the next name. Okay, so this is the equation that you have to remember. Like I said, complete the equation. When the gas is compressed. So P2 equal to apa? P1 V1 divided by P2. Okay, before that you tulis dulu lah. Kan 2 marks there means that you kena tulis dulu yang ni. P1, V1 equal to P2, V2. Lepas tu baru you simplify lah. Okay, number 2, state and explain how the final, when the temperature of the gas, garis ya, when the temperature of the gas increase during compression. Explain how the final pressure. So what will happen? What will happen to the pressure if the temperature increase? Of course, the pressure will become greater. Will be greater. Kenapa? Kenapa dia greater? Why? Because why? Of course dia mesti ada kaitan. Bila temperature you increase the temperature, automatically kinetic energy of molecule will increase. Yeah, so increase or move faster pun boleh ya. Ni cikgu tulis apa yang awak kena boleh choose. Yeah, move faster, and you boleh tulis so what will happen if kinetic energy of molecule increase? Collision apa jadi pada collision? Collision between molecules and the wall will be more. Frequent pun boleh, more boleh, ikutlah ya, bahasa yang mudah. Frequent pun boleh ya. Okay, so bila temperature increase, awak boleh jawab kinetic energy of molecule increase ataupun move faster. The molecule will move faster. Why? Because the temperature increase. Okay, 9 marks kat sini kan. So now we go to ni this one, number 4. Yang tadi tu, nota yang cikgu kata, macam mana you nak fixkan if you ada the liquid inside thermometer has a melting point 39. Describe simple experiment to mark the position. Okay, so first you nak buat apa? Of course you nak buat fixed point untuk 0 degree Celsius. So you immerse what? Immerse bulb lah immerse bulb, kan immerse thermometer pula. Immerse bulb into apa? Into pure melting ice. Okay, pure melting ice. So after that, what will happen? You mark 0 degree Celsius, at the thermometer. When it stop rising, when liquid stop moving. Okay, akan tunggu stop moving dulu baru boleh mark. Kalau dia masih increasing or decreasing, you cannot mark lah. When the liquid or when the mercury, dia guna liquid kan, dia tak guna mercury. So when the liquid stop moving, baru you mark 0 degree Celsius. Okay, number 2, buat apa? Sama juga, okay, you don't have to baca banyak kali lah. You baca sekali untuk melting ice, and then yang satu lagi, immerse bulb into what? pure boiling water. Boleh lah ya. Pure boiling water. Pure water lah ya. Pure boiling water. And mark apa? 100 degree Celsius. Okay. At the thermometer. Okay. When liquid stop moving or increasing or decreasing, yeah. Okay, so you will get 4 marks, means that berapa? Okay, 2 marks for 0 degree untuk ice and 2 marks for 100 degree Celsius. Yeah, okay, fixed point for boiling and also fixed point for freezing. Okay, scientist is measuring temperatures at the South Pole. Okay, this is the range. So the temperature have a minimum value of negative 90. Boleh ke negative 90 nak baca dekat negative 39? Tak boleh lah kan, sebab melting point dia negative 39. So means that dia paling temperature ni, liquid ni at negative 39 dia boleh jadi liquid, dia boleh jadi solid. Okay. So kalau negative 90 lagilah kan. So dia tak boleh lah state why the liquid will not suitable. Kenapa? Sebab dia dah jadi solid. Okay, so liquid is in solid. Is in solid state. Tak boleh baca pula cikgu punya ni. Okay, is in solid state. Yeah. Why? Because melting point is 36. So that's why tadi cikgu kata nak pilih thermometer, you have to look at the range dia dulu. Okay, state a design change that sensitive. Sensitive kita ingat yang first one lah ya. Narrow capillary tube. Okay, ya, paling senang. So increase the range. How to increase the range? The range of the liquid. Of course, you have to use longer thermometer lah. Baru boleh range dia boleh ini ya. Okay, state the property of the liquid which ensure that the scale. Okay, linear. Tadi nota cikgu kalau linear means that dia mesti apa? Expand. Semua ni ada dalam nota cikgu ya. Nanti awak boleh baca. Expand uniformly. Yeah, liquid in solid state. So narrow capillary tube, longer. Okay, bigger bulb also can ya. Ni bigger bulb. Bigger bulb tu means that bawah ni, and also volume of liquid greater pun boleh. Volume of liquid greater pun boleh ya. So either one lah dia nak jawab. But basically narrow capillary tube memang awak ni lah ya. Senang sikit. Apa satu pun tak apa. For every ni ya. Okay, number 5. Okay, so this is last year punya. This is last year. So name the type of thermometer. So ada dalam nota which is this is nama dia thermocouple. Okay, then dia bagi ya. So dia bagi voltmeter reading is 5.4. Okay, before this, soalan thermocouple tak pernah keluar calculation. Last year tiba-tiba ada calculation because in your textbook also there is no calculation for thermocouple. Ya, so sekarang kena ajar lah because of tiba-tiba je ada untuk last year punya student. Ya, might be dia orang pun terkejut jugalah because cikgu pun terkejut jugalah. Before this, the question asked to draw the thermocouple or to give reason why thermocouple is better than liquid thermometer, macam tu sahaja. But now dia suruh kira. So dia bagi water, now kita nak cari temperature liquid X. Okay, how we want to calculate the temperature? So first, okay, dia macam liquid thermometer juga. So you ambil work meter reading here. So 1.7 millivolt. Okay, divide by when the temperature is 0 and 100 degrees Celsius. So the reading is 5.4. So 5.4 millivolt and you times 100 degrees Celsius. So berapa you dapat? Okay, so kita dapat lebih kurang berapa? 31. Okay, 31.48 degree Celsius. But this is not the final temperature. Okay, so untuk dapatkan temperature of the liquid X, you kena add yang ni. So you have to add 20 degree Celsius. So the answer will be 51.48 degree Celsius. Yeah, okay. So this is untuk kiraan for thermocouple. Okay, then we have ni memang biasa common. Okay, more suitable. Apa tadi cikgu cakap? Wider range, wide range. Ya, boleh baca range yang banyak, yang luas. And also apa? Wide range and rapidly change. Faham ke cikgu tulis ni? Okay, rapidly change. Okay, yeah. So hope you understand about thermocouple, which is dia mesti ada 2 wire with different materials. Yeah. Okay, this is last year punya soalan ni. Okay, number 6, this is about specific heat capacity, which is you dah buat eksperimen ini masa makmal, sempat ke tak sempat? Okay, so bulan 4 hari tu, hopefully you sempat buat. Okay, so this is to determine the specific heat capacity of the iron block, small block. Okay, so this is the apparatus. The other equipment the student will need, apa dia? Because soalan ni cuba tengok balik, tulis balik dia punya formula, kan? E equal to apa kan? So basically you tengok balik and then equipment, the first one of course kita nak weighing scale lah. Sebab dia kata small saja. Dia tak bagi 1 kg. Kalau bagi 1 kg, okey lah. Ya, dia tak bagi 1 kg of iron block. Dia bagi weighing scale sahaja. Okay, then apa lagi? Stopwatch. Of course, kita kena ada stopwatch lah kan. Takkan kita nak buat sampai habis kelas. Okay, stopwatch. For how many hours, minutes you nak buat. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, so you have to ada stopwatch. Okay, then what else? Heater dia dah bagi, thermometer, okay dah, that's it lah kan. Power supply, you nak tulis the power supply pun boleh lah kan. Kalau you rajin nak tulis power supply also can. Okay, then the second one, the measurement the student need to take. Okay, so this is a very important. So bila you buat experiment, you will know what to measure. The first one, when you put the thermometer, you have to measure the initial temperature. And then final temperature. Okay, then time to heat. Okay, power of heater. Power of heater. Okay, so now kita nak kira dah pula. So kat sini boleh double check lah bila ada formula. Okay, calculation the specific heat capacity. Okay, macam mana kita nak kira? So tulis balik E. Okay, E equal to MC delta theta. Okay, so C equal to, okay, E kat sini energy ni adalah power darabkan dengan time lah. Power of heater divided by time to heat, and then mass and theta final minus theta initial. Okay, so this is so kat sini might be you boleh letak dia punya, you declare lah, ini initial temperature letak kat sini. Initial temperature is theta initial, final temperature is theta final, so that they know the equation you use referring to apa. So time T and then power is P. Okay, you boleh double check. Yeah. Okay, so this is the equation that you can use to determine the value of specific heat capacity of iron. Okay, then we proceed to the next. What is thermal capacity? What is thermal capacity? Okay, heat absorb. Heat absorb to what? You ada 3. Thermal capacity, specific heat capacity, latent heat. So heat capacity, heat absorb to increase, this is about temperature, yeah, to increase temperature 1 degree Celsius. Okay, because kalau awak tak boleh, awak ingat dia punya unit adalah joule per degree Celsius. This is unit for thermal capacity. So joule per degree Celsius is heat absorbed to increase temperature 1 degree Celsius. Okay, so heat, specific heat capacity. Thermal capacity, okay, now specific heat capacity, now dia tanya thermal capacity. Thermal capacity ada 2 formula tadi. Dia macam tajuk impulse. Impulse, you belajar last week, impulse boleh force times dengan times, multiply with times, and also MV minus MU. For thermal capacity, you ada 2 equation, which is, okay, E divided by theta, delta theta pun boleh. Tengok apa maklumat yang diberi. Atau thermal capacity boleh MC, mass times specific heat capacity. Dia ada dua equation. This equation number 1. This is equation number 2. So now kita kena guna equation number 2 lah. Kenapa kena guna equation number 2? Why? Because soalan bagi dekat kita specific heat capacity, nilai C. Kalau soalan bagi temperature, kita bahagi dengan temperature. Now soalan bagi ni, jadi guna equation nombor 2. So thermal capacity is MC. Okay, M2 what? M2 of course mass, 85 times berapa? 460. Okay. Tengok ya, ini kg. So student kadang-kadang dia automatically awak darab je. Awak excited kan, terus darab je. Tengok dulu unit. Before nak darab, tengok unit kg, unit kg. Okay, baru sesuai untuk didarab. Kalau unit tak sama, tak boleh darab ya. Okay. So now, what is the answer? You dapat 3900. Okay, 3900 joule per degree Celsius. Ya. Boleh ya? Tadi might be cikgu laju sangat. Okay, so dekat sini kita refer balik. Jadi ada dua thermal capacity. So either one. Tengok apa maklumat dia bagi. Kalau dia bagi maklumat temperature, you kena guna equation number 1. Either question give you specific heat capacity and mass, you guna equation number 2. So you have two equation untuk thermal capacity. Yeah, because tengok apa maklumat dia bagi. Okay, number 7. An electric heater. Okay, an electric heater placed on the floor of the room in a house. The heater is switched on. So heater. So kita tengoklah. Heater ada unsur-unsur pemanas. Okay, jadi room, floor room in a house. Yeah. So main process thermal transfer lah. Thermal energy transfer. So kita ada solid conduction, convection and also radiation. This is of course untuk radiation, convection of air lah kat sini. Yeah, to all parts of the room. Yeah. Okay, so now question B, macam cikgu cakap tadi, kita tak boleh nak lari daripada soalan elektrik. So kita once you tak boleh elektrik, mungkin you tak boleh jawab yang ni, but you still can get marks lah. Yeah, in certain ni. Yeah. So because energy dekat sini you memang kena cari guna tajuk elektrik. So dia bagi kat kita power. Okay, dia bagi power and then room 65, dia bagi question give you 170 specific heat capacity and also mass. Now dia tanya time. Okay, so E equal to PT. Ni memang power times time. Ya. Okay, so tukar dulu. So E, we have E equal to MC theta. So masukkan dekat sini PT equal to MC theta. So T equal to MC theta divided by power. Okay, so mass berapa? Mass 65 and then C 720. Okay, theta 15 minus 8. So what you will get? 7. Betul? Boleh ya? 15 minus 8, you get 7 and then power. Power ni kena ingat ya. Tak boleh guna 1.5, you kena guna watt. Okay, so 1500 watt. Okay, so that's why bila you, kenapa dia bagi 4 marks, so Bila nak jawab periksa, tengok dulu dia punya marks given. Is marks given more than 2 means that you have to change. You have to do something with information given. If the question, the marks is 2 marks, means that directly substitute. Directly substitute if 2 marks normally. If 4 marks means that either you have to change the time, either you have to change the power, yeah. Maths might be so careful bila jawab soalan. Sometimes kita rasa macam confident kita boleh jawab, but bila kita tak tengok, tak careful macam ni, because you don't have much time, because you only have 1 hour and 15 minutes for 10 to 11 structure questions. Yeah. So make sure you garis, tengok dulu apa yang you kena tukar, then baru you start kira. Yeah. And then you will get what is the answer for T. T is kira dapat berapa? Dapat tak? 218.4 second lah unit second. Yeah. Okay, so means that 4 marks tu bukan directly substitute. If 2 marks means that you guna E equal to MC theta, directly E MC theta. So kenapa 4 marks? This one also you will get marks. Tengok ni, ini you will get marks, ini you get marks, ya. Yeah? So cikgu highlight dengan color lain lah macam tak cantik pula. Okay. So E, okay, so ni this one you will get marks lain, this one you will get marks lain. Yeah, so that's why you will get 4 marks. Okay, state why the time calculator is smaller. You kira small, but kalau kita buat actual time untuk eksperimen, if you sempat buat eksperimen, time will become longer. Yeah, time you calculate will become longer than actual time yang you kira. Why? Because there is heat loss to surrounding lah ya. Basically ni lah this, okay, heat losses to surrounding ya. So basically terms dia ayat macam mana pun tak apa. Yeah, the idea is heat loss to surrounding. Okay, number 8. Number 8, define specific. This is very general. So this is very general. You don't have to specific fusion or evaporation. So here must be heat absorb. Heat absorb, because heat required pun boleh kan. Okay, heat absorb. Okay, to change, very general yang ni. To change state, dah. Tak perlu tulis liquid to gas or solid to liquid, because ini general. Okay, so you tengok 2 marks there kan. Mana datang lagi heat absorb to change state. Okay, without what? At constant temperature pun boleh. At a constant temperature lah, senang. Okay, so mesti sebut at a constant. Ya, temperature mesti constant ya, ataupun does not change. Without changing temperature pun boleh, at a constant temperature pun boleh. So meaning yang sama. Ya, proses tu berlaku, ingat balik cooling graph or heating graph. Tadi cikgu bagi kan cooling graph and heating graph kan. So dekat situ kita boleh tengok melting temperature dia constant, does not change, does not increase. Okay, explain the, this is kinetic theory of molecules lah. Kinetic theory of molecules untuk melting, untuk boiling. So first, apa? Heat absorbed or heat required. to what? Melting. Heat is absorbed by the molecule untuk apa? Molecules to break the bond. Okay. The second one, cikgu kata ramai student tak boleh jawab yang ini. Nampak ni, constant temperature. If temperature constant, means that kinetic energy does not change. Kinetic energy is constant. Ya?
Kak Muza,
ya?
Yang specific latent heat tu ada 1 kg kan?
Oh, okay. Say, sorry ya. Okay, heat absorbed to change state 1 kg mass. Sorry cikgu. Terima kasih. Okay, 1 kg mass to change state 1 kg mass at a constant temperature. Yeah. Okay. So kena ingat bila constant temperature, keyword dia akan sama dengan kinetic energy is constant. If you tak put kinetic energy is constant, you will get 1 mark. So basically, cikgu marking kertas, student cikgu previous, ramai yang dapat 1 marks. Ramai yang dapat 1 mark. Yang pertama tu ramai, but yang nombor 2 tu tak ramai. Yeah, okay. So bear in mind, kena ingat betul-betul kinetic energy is constant when the temperature is constant. Yeah. Okay, so now we go to calculation lah yang ni. Okay, so you tengok bila dia bagi 3 marks means that more than 2 marks you have to do something. Yeah. Okay, so tulis dulu E equal to ML. Equation baru you kena ingat lah ya. So kalau tak ingat memang tak boleh jawab lah. I cannot help you. Cikgu tak boleh tolong awak. You tak ingat equation. Okay, so L latent heat. So L equals to E over M. So dia dah bagi 1 to 6 mega. Mega is 10 to power 1.26, sorry. 1.26 times 10 to power 6 ya, mega. And then mass, you can tolak lah. Ya, you kena tolak and tukar dia kepada kg. Before that, kena tukar. Cikgu kata kalau more than 2 means that you have to do something dengan information yang dia bagi. So 3,800 you have to minus 230 g gram. And then here gram you will get 1,000. Sorry. Tulisan cikgu tak ni ya. Nanti you tak clear. 1,500 gram, but if sini joule you tak boleh guna gram. You kena guna ni bolehlah guna joule over gram pun boleh. You want. If you don't want then you buat 1.5. Tapi sini unit mesti betul. Okay, so might be dia guna itu untuk unit. Yeah. Okay, so what is the answer? The answer is 8.4 times 10 to power 6 joule per kg. If you write 1,500, no problem. Your answer is still right. But unit you might be salah. Might be kalau you guna 1,500 kat sini, so unit you adalah joule per gram. So look at the marks first before you jawab. Kalau marks dia 3 means that you have to careful. If 2 means that substitute sahaja. Okay, then state precaution to improve the accuracy. Okay, so this is precaution. Precaution you belajar, so you have to what? Wrap the, insulate the container. Lagi apa lagi? Precaution. Insulate the container. And then apa? Lead Okay. Use lid to cover. Yeah. So that there is no heat loss. Insulate the container means that you wrap the container. Boleh je. Wrap the container with tissue ke apa ke kan. Okay. And then use lid to cover the container so that heat loss through convection will be less. Yeah. 2 marks means that 2 points there. Yeah. Okay. And explain. Insulate the container to reduce heat loss lah kot ya. Sebab dia suruh explain. Okay, so sama jugalah. Use lid to cover to reduce heat loss through convection. Okay. Yang tadi tu use insulate the container, heat loss through radiation. Yeah. Okay. So now we go to the last one. What's the last one? Oh, okay. Ada lagi ni. Kan? Very fast. Tapi heat is quite easy lah. Cikgu rasa daripada general physics lagi banyak. Okay, so complete the sentence with words that describe the main process, thermal energy transfer. Okay, garis. Thermal energy transfer. A man goes for a walk on a cold day. He touched the metal gate, which removes thermal energy from his hand by, of course, bila kita pegang apa-apa, conduction lah. Yeah, he holds the sides of the cup containing a hot drink. His hand gains thermal energy also by conduction. Okay, some farm workers have lit a fire. Okay, so the man warms his hand. Of course, bila fire pada hand, apa? Radiation. Okay. So kalau soalan macam ni keluar seronok lah kan. Ya, senang sikit. Describe in terms of particle transfer through the metal of the gate. Okay. Yeah. So macam mana? The gate tu metal or not? Cepat, metal kan? Nampak tu metal gate. Cikgu dah garis dah metal gate. Tadi metal gate kita apa? Okay. By electron free. Ya, bila ada metal, of course ada electron free, and also by vibration of particles. Ya, so 2 markah lah. Boleh ya? Sebab metal gate. Metal gate. Okay, and then shiny sunny day in a hot country. Jadi dia bagi ni windscreen. Okay, biasa kan? Awak tengok orang guna windscreen. Ya, untuk protect apa? Untuk protect heat, of course. Ya, so what color? What choices? You want explain your choice. Of course, tadi cikgu kata apa? Dull and black, good absorb and good absorb and good radiate. Ya, you kena ingat ya, kalau dull and black dia adalah good absorb and also good radiate. Radiate or emit pun boleh. Emit. So radiation kan. Of course, sekarang ni kita nak dia reflect heat lah. So reflect heat is a shiny and white. Shiny and white. So explain. Choose one. So explain. Good reflect. Okay, good apa? Reflector of. Good reflector of heat. Good reflector of heat. Kalau dull and black, good absorb and good radiate. Yeah. Okay, so now we go to the last question. And we have 10 minutes more. Okay. So kita tengok the rate at which the lamp transfer energy. Rate. If soalan bagi tahu rate ni awak kena tahu ya. Power equal to energy divided by time. So kalau dia sebut rate ni referring to time. Ya, rate referring to time. So kalau ditanya rate tu dia akan tanya power, bukan energy. So rate is 60 watt. Yeah. So rate transfer energy. So energy divided by time, rate dia akan jadi power. Okay, the name of the thermal process by lamp transfer energy. Tadi dah sama je kan? Okay, so lamp transfer energy by radiation. Yeah. Okay. Then B. Look at B. B. So kita tengok dia bagi black dull surface. This is radiation lah. Radiation. So dull surface, satu dull surface, satu polished shiny surface. So kita kena ingat balik. Tadi nota cikgu, factor that affect the radiation is first color, which is black surface. The second one is temperature. The third one is diameter ataupun surface area. Okay, so now is color. Jadi dia kata there are placed in equal distance the maximum temperature shown by each recorded. Okay, so any difference? Awak jawablah, what is the difference? Of course, which one? Thermometer A is higher ataupun reading of thermometer A is higher. Okay, why? Okay, thermometer A. Mana A cikgu? Okay, thermometer. Sekejap. Cikgu dah ini dah. Thermometer A has greater reading. Senang. Ya. Greater reading. Why? So explain lah. Okay, explain. Black and dull surface. Dull. Okay, this is you get 1 mark. So dull and black surface. Kena guna perkataan radiate lah ya. Radiate more heat. Ya. Okay. So itu sahaja. Jadi awak jawab thermometer reading. Okay, you choose and then you explain kenapa dia ini ya. Okay. And before that 3 marks kan. Okay, so any difference? Okay, so this is a radiation process. Okay. And the last one, now bulb are both shiny silver color. Now bulb tu silver. Okay, tengok ni. They are placed the same distance and then what will happen? Explain any difference observed. Yeah. So reading of thermometer become what? Reduce lah. Lower. Okay. Okay, reading of thermometer rise slowly. Okay, compact yang tadi dia slowly. Why? Tulis jawab balik. Okay, shiny and silver color. Shiny sorry ya, shiny and silver reflect a good reflector of heat. Yeah. Good reflector of heat. Ni absorber and reflector lah ya. Okay, so the last one, state the benefit. Okay, kenapa dia pakai shiny? Okay, a good, of course, ini adalah a good reflector of heat. Okay, so that's all untuk hari ini, untuk malam ni. Hopefully you understand about basically cikgu rasa about kinetic theory of molecule. Itu yang pertama, you have to read about more about kinetic theory of molecule, waktu boiling and solid change to liquid. The second one is calculation. Normally akan ada calculation whether thermal capacity, heat specific heat capacity and latent heat, and also radiation thermal transfer is much easier lah ya. And the second one yang the fourth one yang banyak sekali yang nak tulis adalah how pressure exerted on the wall. Gas, Boyle's law. Okay, so that's all for tonight. So cikgu kembalikan program ini kepada Puan Jasli Ayu.